Okay, let's talk about your body and healing an injured part. I believe that you have deep healing resources that normally often go untapped in your body. They stay dormant, and we've all got them. I've certainly seen it over 4 decades of working with people. Deep healing abilities when you sit there and focus with someone, or even on yourself, or go into that deep meditative body based state, you can free up an enormous amount of energy, an enormous amount of healing ability, free up your immune system, your healing system to go and speed up the healing of your body, maybe tenfold. It's quite strong. Of course, a lot of people don't do that and not even aware that they're able to do that. But I'm here just to remind you that you can. If you go into that meditation state, feel into your body below the neck, stay with it, stay focused. Whatever the injured part is, focusing on it, feeling the shape of it, staying focused. If you get distracted, come back again. It is very, very powerful. Allow the trauma to release around it. I certainly believe from what I've seen over the decades that most of the diseases and issues and physical issues you have in your body, even mental, emotional, will go back to some environmental stressor internally or externally of your body that that impacted you. And at the time you couldn't fix it, couldn't adapt or adjust or heal it with whatever resources were available to you at the time. And so then it stayed. And then you defended yourself, got on with your life, blocked it off, and then that becomes a chronic part that you have to kind of ball and chain, that you have to kind of carry for years, and then it gets worse sometimes if it gets triggered again later on. So you've got this amazing ability to heal yourself. The medical community often tries to speed this up with their external medications and injections and surgeries and what have you, often trying to do it too quickly. And I've certainly seen it many times with people where they've done that, and then the side effects are even worse than the original problem. So if you just knew that, if you just hung on there, went in, took the time to release more of that healing ability within you, release the trauma around it that caused it in the first place, you can heal a lot quicker. Might seem slower, but in the long term it's quicker, it's more permanent with no side effects, and very, very powerful. There are certain blocks that stop you from being able to do that. And some of the ones that I've noticed over the years, the top of the list is focus. When if people go in and meditate to focus on that area, they can't stay there. It's like the monkey mind. You keep getting drawn to 10 other thoughts and other issues. You've got to keep bringing yourself back all the time. Second one is believing that you can do it. If you don't see instant results, sometimes you don't believe it, even though there's a lot of documented cases, and I've seen it, done it with myself for years, to actually heal things that, again, the doctor said you just can't, or it's not going to happen any other way. Not true. Not true at all. There are things you can do to speed it up. So believing it that you can, if the belief is there, you're likely to stay with it longer, and you're likely to free up your immune system more because you're out of the way. You're giving it permission to heal you because you believe it can, and that belief frees up the restrictions in your head, and away you go, moving towards it, and it's very energizing. Another one is being at that alpha state, alpha theta state, frequency state of your brain. At this normal beta state doesn't work because then your ego is more involved. You're trying to think your way through it, when really it's a subconscious letting it happen type of process through your whole body. So you want to be in that deeper state where your subconscious feels safe, gentle, the gentle part of your mind. You're showing it compassion, taking it easy, go slow. And then it's amazing, by going slower, you actually get faster results. Also, releasing the trauma that comes up. A lot of people balk at this one because it's not comfortable. It's not pleasant when the emotions come up that you blocked off in the past, when the physical pain comes up, or the anger or fear or terror, or whatever it was that caused the initial shock to cause the problem. That's difficult. That often you need to see a therapist when you get stuck with that one. And that's why I've specialized in that area. That's the number one thing that a lot of people have trouble going over, that hump. to get to the other side where the healing system frees up to heal you. So clearing your past trauma is very important rather than blocking it off and putting it aside and trying to do it without getting rid of that. You want a permanent, authentic release. And for that, you've got to face that trauma. And you're more resilient than you realize. You're much stronger than the pain itself, and your spirit is much stronger. So another point is to feel your spirit as well. Feel your presence there, because the cells of your body, especially the injured part, love your presence, love you being there, love you directing them and giving them permission to go and do it. And they love it, and it just speeds up the process again. And also gets your ego out of the way if you're focusing on who you really are, that spiritual, timeless, formless being that you are deep down. And if you've had opportunities to feel that sense, especially in the meditative state, you can get glimpses of that. That's who you really are. That's the part that should be leading and directing the healing of your body. Very important. So there's some of the important steps. I do a great 6-week course on chronic self-healing and physical self-healing that runs occasionally, running another one at the moment. Check that out on my website if you want in future. A 6-week course that goes into these 8 blocks, deeply clearing them for you, teaching you how to clear them, and then having that recording then to that depth to just go in and do the work and get amazing results. It is possible. Also got a great app if you want to check that out. 15-day trial. We're now coming up to not long to go, another month or so before, another month and a half before the price does go up. There's a 50% discount on that. There's a 15-day trial. You can just check it out. A lot of these processes, as well as this particular, there's a track on this particular meditation and topic that I'm talking about today for you to try out and use and replay and deepen and progress, and can just keep learning. And it's 50% off if you join before March, and then you'll keep that rate forever, sort of thing. So highly worthwhile to check it out. It costs nothing. It might be for you, might not. Go well. Hope that helps.